Hey Rider Crew, and welcome back to the channel, Southern Boys Ride. Today we got another project. We're going to be working on the 2005 Suzuki Boulevard once again, and I think the last time you saw me work on this bike, I was changing out the stock air filter and putting in a K&N high airflow filter. If you missed that video, you can check it out right here. Alright guys, I had to drain all the gas out of the tank to get it ready, so I'm going to start taking take the gas tank off. I ain't going to show you guys about how to drain the gas tank because everybody, you know, hey, get your hose or a little apparatus. We're going to take a torque wrench, these bolts out here, and we're going to take this tank off. Get it ready. I knew that wasn't the right size. I don't know why I grabbed that. Alright. Well, let's get this tank off and we'll get to business. Probably still got a little bit of gas in here I gotta drain out. But I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not 100% sure it's the fuel pump. But last time the bike was having trouble, that's what it was that we discovered that it was the fuel pump. And we changed it out. We got a couple of wires here. You guys can see that. We'll pull this boot loose here. And we got that off and set that down here. Get that out of the way. All right. I've already taken some of this stuff apart, so we gotta take the seat off. Sorry if I get in the way here of the camera, but you guys know how they go. You guys can see it's just one bolt right here to take off. Slide that out. Pretty simple. We're going to lift this tank up. Okay. Let me get you guys closer here. As you can see up underneath there, you got that wire there to disconnect, and you got to disconnect this right here. And that gets your tank off. All right, let's put you guys back up here. All right, let's get this disconnected. All right. Gonna lose a little bit of gas, but not much. All right. Get the tank off. All right, we got this tank all the way off. Not much gas left in it, so we're good. Okay, let's turn it around. This is where your fuel pump is right here, guys. This is the fuel pump. Now, I'll go get the new fuel pump, and we'll make a comparison. Alright guys, yeah, I'm going to sit right here on this. Got the new fuel pump in the box. Let's open it up here and see what we got. Got the bubble wrap pretty good. Sorry for the noise guys, because I'm outside here. Like everybody in the world without a muffler on their car is coming by today. Okay, this is what the new fuel pump looks like. Okay. Now you can find these on different sites. Now I will be honest with you. If you buy this through Kawasaki, I think this whole unit through Kawasaki is like $536. I'm not sure, but I went the cheaper route. I think I paid like $130 for this whole unit here. And the reason why I did that, because I'm not 100% sure it's the fuel pump, so I'd rather spend $130 or something like that for a fuel pump than $536 for a fuel pump to make sure it's right. Okay, so let's get back to it here. Put this down, and as you can see on this, get you up closer, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts here. And now you see those are Allen bolts, except that one right there, because I had a hard time before getting that bolt out years ago, so I changed it with a 10 millimeter bolt. Should have put 10 millimeter all the way around it to start with, but chose not to. Just chose to put the one in it and put those back. So let's get to it, guys, and remove this old fuel pump. Let's sit this back down and we'll get to it. All right, guys, let's get to it here. I guess the one thing that I didn't do that I should have done was crank the bike up and let you guys hear how it run with this fuel pump on here, but too late now. I missed it. Tight. All right. I know there's probably a torque spec to these going down there, but I didn't torque them the first time with a torque wrench. I just kind of guessed at it, and it worked. Rode it for years the same way. I didn't have a problem with it. So we're not going to do it again. We're going to just guesstimate at it. Get it good and tight. And I'm hoping that it's the fuel pump. Once I change this fuel pump out, it peps up. Because if it's not the fuel pump, once I change this fuel pump out, then my next thing would say I probably need to adjust the valves. And if any of you have a Suzuki Boulevard C90, C50T, and you've had to tinker with those valves, that's a job. I'm telling you, tinkering with those valves is a job. Now this has to be pulled out a certain way. Let's see here. See, do a little twisting. There we go. All right, we got it. And that's the old one, guys. It looks pretty rough, doesn't it? Whew. All right. Let's grab the new one and compare. Let you guys see. All right. Should be a quick, simple, easy job here. See if we can put this one back in real quick. So twist. Turn. Let's see here. Well, I was almost going to say it went in easier than it came out. Okay. All right. seem to want to go in as easy. Yeah, I got something wrong here. All right, a lot of twisting and turning here. There we go. Got it. All right, we back in, guys. Not that hard. But the more I think about it, I really should have cranked this thing up and let you guys hear how it runs before. But we so far ahead of the ball game now. I'll get all this back in here. Get it all buttoned back up. We'll see how it sounds then. Put it back over there. Now I think I told you guys before, get where you can see me here, that I wasn't a real big fan of bolts, of Allen bolts. And most of your metric bikes are going to have a lot of Allens on there, and definitely going to have the metrics on there. I'm not a real big fan of the Allens. I think if they're in really good and tight, when you're trying to get them out, you end up stripping one. And that's what happened to this one years ago. When I was trying to get it out, it was real tight, and it stripped on me. And I ended up doing some surgery to get it out of there. And when I finally got it out, and, you know, I decided, hey, I'm not putting another Allen in there. I'm going to go with something that had a 10 millimeter head on there. Just happened to have a 10 millimeter head. And I think I should have just replaced all of them with that. Well, I'm not going to bore you guys with all of that, so we're going to tighten this down here just a little bit, crank it just a little. All right, now we're going to start here. Now you can start in just about any position you want to. I don't think there's no certain way that you need to start. Let's move this out of the way. There's no certain position that you need to start in, but I'm going to start here, and I'm going to call this number 1, and we're going to tighten number 1. I'm going to come here and call this number 2. Tighten number 2 down. Come in here and call this number 3. 4. And I may be out of sequence real bad, but and last, number 5. Okay, now let me get my ratchet and give them a good tightening here. All right, let's get my ratchet here. Let's see, there we go. And this is a number 5, as they call it. We're going to start back at number 1. Yep, there we go. That's what I didn't like. I hate that. Come back, hit number 2. That's good. Come back up to number 3. All right. Number 4. And number 5. I think we're all good and tight there, guys. All right. Now, it's time to put it back on the motorcycle and get everything buttoned back up. So I'll get you guys set back up when I get this turned around, okay? All right, guys. Let's get everything snapped back in here. We got the tank back on and lift it up. Let's put the gas line back on. Where'd that snap ring go to? Okay, I got to take that off of the old one. Gotta have this little thing here for the gas line. All right. All right, we got that back on. Now let's put everything back together here. Put our rubber back up underneath here. Sorry guys if I'm in the way here. Okay. Wasn't too bad of a job. Especially being the first time I did it was, yeah, a little difficult because I didn't know what I was doing. But the second time, always a little bit easier. Easy to get the job done. And don't forget to get your snap rings. You need to snap your odometer back on. Okay. All right, we got that back in there. All right, guys, we're gonna put some gas in her. See what we got here. Now I know most of you probably run 93 in your bikes. Now I run 93 in my Kawasaki, but on this Suzuki I run 87. And it's run fine with the 87 in here. I have no problem with it. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my next door neighbor, I guess he's got him a shooting range, and they have been shooting like crazy. I guess they're getting ahead for the new year. Let's see. See if we got enough in there. Yeah, I think we got enough in there for right now. Well, let's see what she's gonna do here. Now on these type bikes, you gotta, well, all bikes, you gotta be in neutral and you gotta pull the clutch lever. Sound better. might be the problem there, the fuel pump. So we may have that fixed. I hope so anyway. But hey guys, so we're gonna button some of this back up. I think I got everything good with the seat back on it. Yeah, just put that in there for right now, just in case I have to take it back apart. Hey, but always, as I say in all my videos, like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, I hope this little video might help some of you guys that if you're having a problem with your Suzuki Boulevard and it's sluggish, then you might need to change your fuel pump. And I also want to mention that not all fuel pumps, just because they're new, are equal, especially the aftermarket fuel pumps. I would, really highly suggest, if that's going to be your main motorcycle to ride all over the place, I would say buy a OEM fuel pump in assembly from Kawasaki. That's probably going to be your best option. Now, this fuel pump here, like I said, only cost me $130. I don't know how long it's going to last in here. This is not my main motorcycle to ride, on adventures and everywhere. This is just my little tooling around bike, around town, stuff like that. So I went that route. But if it rides a lot better and it goes out again, then I will be buying a fuel pump assembly from Kawasaki that I know will last a lot longer. But you never know. Sometimes aftermarket parts, hey, are just as good. Just depending on what company you buy from, who you get it from, and everything else. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time on Southern Boys Ride. I'm D-Rob. All right, guys, we're gonna check this joker out and see if that really done it any good. I gotta be honest with you guys, it runs just a little bit better than it did, but I honestly don't think it was the fuel pump. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go in there and do a little something else, because I'm in almost fourth gear and almost on flat territory. I'm just shifting to fifth. And no, it's not giving me no giddy up and go at all. So you guys can look, I'm not even at 55 miles an hour. So evidently, like I said, I don't think it's the gas pump, or rather the fuel pump. The bike runs, but has no giddy up and go about it. So I don't wait till this car come by. I think I got some valve work to do, so I may have to adjust the valves on here and see if that is the problem, or I may have to dig a little bit deeper. Who knows? No giddy up at all, guys. That's wide open. As much throttle as I can give it. And I'm just now hitting 55 miles an hour. That's fifth gear. Yeah, it's definitely something else wrong with this bike. Now I know it's not the fuel pump. I had to toss that in there with you guys, just in case. I might have to go see my good friend LP and take it to him. He's a great motorcycle mechanic, very thorough, and let him check it out.